Gentlelady yields back. For what purpose does Mr. Cicilline seek recognition?
Move to strike the last word, Mr.
Gentleman
Chairman.
is recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I rise in strong support of this legislation. I want to acknowledge and thank my colleague, Congressman Richmond, and all of the original co-sponsors of this bill, and I'm proud to be a co-sponsor myself. I think we all watched with horror as the young athlete Alan Maloney was forced to have his hair cut before he could continue in a wrestling meet. And that was just one example of a horrible experience that many people in this country face. This notion that someone could be discriminated against in housing, employment, public accommodations because of their hairstyle or their natural hair texture is a profoundly disrespectful act that rejects the culture, the identity, and the natural characteristics of a person and has no place in this country. And it should be reminded to those who have opposed this bill that this is not the only context in which this happens. Hasidic Jews for a long time have been tormented or harassed because of their hairstyle and their beards. And in fact, in Kristallnacht, the Nazis humiliated them by cutting their curls and shaving their beards as a final act of indignity. So this notion of respecting the identity and cultural experiences and practices of people and not discriminate against them based on those is really important. And so I thank my colleague, Mr. Richmond, for bringing this bill to the Congress, and thank the chairman for bringing it to the floor. This is a significant and important issue, and I urge all of my colleagues to stand in support of a bill which simply says you can't discriminate against people because of who they are, because of their identity, because of their hair texture and their cultural traditions as it relates to their hair and their natural characteristics. That ought to be a widely accepted American value, and I hope everyone will support this excellent bill, and I yield back.
Gentleman yields back. Does anyone